Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. We're here for another 10-minute portrait sketch at 10 o'clock. And today we're going to be sketching Gulwali, who part of his story is in this incredible book. Giel, who we sketched a couple of weeks ago, is also in the book. And this is a wonderful collection of life stories compiled by Jazz O'Hara from Asylum Speakers. And yesterday I just read Gulwali's story in here, and it's quite amazing. And I was really touched by his support of Giel and John as they were doing the long walk of freedom for Sudan. And yeah, I'm very happy and honored to be able to sketch Gulwali today. So let's start sketching. And yeah, this is a daily practice that I'm inviting everyone to join and participate in. 10 minutes at least. The live stream sketches are 10 minutes, and then maybe it goes a bit longer in my own time or yours. But the idea is we just spend this focused creative time each morning making something, and the more we practice, the more we see. And it's really wonderful sketching these inspiring people. Good morning, Anne-Marie. Anyone else who's here, I would love you to say hello in the chat. And let's start sketching. So yeah, 5 plus 5 minutes. I read Gulwali's story in the book yesterday, and he has written a book which is now on my list of things to read called The Lightless Sky, where he shares his story from life under the Taliban to crossing the world alone, age 12. And it's so intense. Also reading Giel's story, and so many of these stories are just so intense, heartbreaking, and just seeing the joy and passion with which they're present and sharing within the world. Gulwali is doing a lot of work to bring awareness to just from what I understand, the life and position of asylum seekers in the world. And yeah, what a thing to have to undertake and accomplish at age 12 to cross so many unknown lands and find a new beginning. And it made me think of the first time I was aware of meeting someone from Afghanistan. I was on a bus from Adelaide to Melbourne, and we just started chatting. And to me at that time, I don't know, I feel like Australia felt like so far away from everywhere and everything. And world news was kind of like, although yeah, I've learned a lot since, and of course I've reflected upon what life and society is kind of made up of in Australia. But I remember so clearly this first time. So I was aware that a lot of people I knew, they had like their ancestry was from many different places. But this is the first time I had met someone from Afghanistan, and he was super nice, sharing a bus ride together. And yeah, just since then, understanding a bit more of what contributed to this, this thing of having to leave home and go to a new place in the world. And really interesting reading from Gulwali about the kind of mistrust once these people have endured so much to get somewhere, to start, to survive and to start a new life, or continue their life. Like there's so much wrapped up in it. And then to be what so many people are faced with when they come to a new place, and the context of their arrival and how they are then treated, and the integration or lack of integration. And it's like, it just seems so challenging. And what a heroic act just to be and make it through these complex systems. And it's just really beautiful seeing the joy and the what's the word I'm looking for? Thinking in German at the moment, but it's just obvious that it's so important to help and uplift each other, and the way in which Gulwali has been able to do that with his storytelling, his book, and it's really amazing to learn of his story. And he was the ground crew for much of the way for Giel and John and their long walk of freedom for Sudan, which is also still inspiring. There's been a little documentary released the last couple of days. Still so much going on there, and all right, that's the first 5 minutes. Ed is here, and Lewis and Lisbeth. Good morning. Who else is here? Let me know. Say hello in the chat. I see a beautiful sunrise and a cup of coffee and a green heart in Lewis's part of the world. All right, next 5 minutes. So there's it's really intense reading these stories, and of course that's just a shadow and a glimpse of the lived experience of what so many people have gone through. And he says he got British citizenship 14 years later, so 16 years after leaving home as a 12-year-old, was able to go back and visit his family. And and a really interesting statistic was in there that that about half of asylum-seeking cases of people from Afghanistan are turned down, which is just so unfair, and that they're dealt with a lot of mistrust. And a big part of it was also that a lot of people were doubting his age, and there's all sorts of these kind of regulations and just such a difficult difficult system to have to navigate. And so it's so wonderful now to see the joy and confidence with which he's helping others, and also just in general raising awareness. I think I've talked about asylum speakers a few times, and I find it so inspiring and important and wonderful what they're doing collectively. And and this is something that I've found through my travels and life, that just being aware of people's stories and meeting people, and if you don't have the chance to get out and meet people, just knowing their stories, it's just such a wonderful way to gain some insight, compassion, and understanding. So anyone who's doing this work to help give voice to people's stories and experience, and to help us see each other, I think is a very inspiring thing. All right, how's everyone doing? Sandra, hello. It's raining in the UK. Shocking. It's raining here in central Germany at the moment also. Oh, it's interesting when when you look at your work, look at things from a different perspective, how you start to notice different things. Just looking at the value here, how it's really crisp here, but less resolved over on this side. I'll be filming a Patreon tutorial today, which I'm excited about, happy to get back to. I still feel like it's the start of the year, which I guess it is, and I've got a bit of catching up to do, but really looking forward to that. It's so interesting to see what's possible in 10 minutes. And almost all of the sketches I've been doing in my live streams this year, I've spent more time on than 10 minutes. But wherever we are in our practice and development, it's really interesting to take that time to practice and see what can we do, what can we see, what can we learn, and just that moment of being like, oh, this, looking over here and like, oh, I don't have the balance of contrast figured out yet. Because sometimes once a lot is put down in terms of the drawing, just to be like, oh, what can I see what else needs to be done? What can I briefly do to bring a bit more clarity? And sometimes it's an issue of value, or like getting a bit darker, working on that contrast. And that, my friends, is 10 minutes with Gulwali. Thank you so much for your wonderful, joyful face, Gulwali, and thank you everyone who drew along. And if you're looking for some moving, heartbreaking, inspiring stories to read, then I really recommend the Asylum Speakers book. And podcasts as well. There's a lot to listen to. All right, that was it. Thank you, everyone. It is a great book. And it has really beautiful, like collage photo illustrations. So this is looks a bit dark here, but like his Gulwali with his daughter, showing where they came from, and then lots of storytelling. And it's an interesting kind of biographical interview format, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. And I love the like visually, it's a beautiful book, and these portrait collage photo illustrations are really wonderful. So I'm very happy that this book exists, and I really look forward to learning more of these stories. So thank you to everyone involved. Thank you to everyone here drawing along. If you've made it this far, you can put your drawing hand emoji in the chat, and I look forward to seeing your sketches, so you can share them on the Discord server. The link is in the description, or on Instagram. I would love to see what you've done. And thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and take care of each other and yourselves, and I'll see you again tomorrow.